Devi Prasida Jagadishwari Lokamatah Kalyana Gatri Kamalekshana Jeevanathe Daridrya Bhiti Hrudayam Sharanagatam Mam Alokaya Pratidinam Sadayai Rapangaihi. In the third line, so there are some variations which say Daridrya Bhita Hrudayam. Both of them make, it's not too different from each other. Daridrya Bhita Hrudayam is grammatically a little more precise, but poetically it sounds a little off. Daridrya Bhiti Hrudayam somehow sounds more poetically correct, so that is why I chose that. To read the entire thing one more time. Devi Prasida Jagadishwari Lokamatah Kalyana Gatri Kamalekshana Jeevanathe Daridrya Bhiti Hrudayam Sharanagatam Mam Alokaya Pratidinam Sadayai Rapangaihi. So, any guesses as to what now that we have only 2 shlokas left, any guesses as to what might be the key phrase here? Anybody? You can unmute yourself and tell me. Just the key word will also do. We have already seen this, guys. Yes, there are 2 verbs, guys, in this entire. So far, we have only been having one verb per shloka. Right? There was one key phrase that was being only one hand pointer. All the other sublayers were below that main key idea. This is. There are 2 words. Yes, alokaya is look at me. Take a look. The second one is prasida. Prasida, most of you got. I'm so sorry. Yes. I thought there was no prasida in the shloka. It is there in the first line itself. So, prasida and alokaya. So, first, be pleased with me and then look upon me. So, this is the first shloka and the only shloka of the entire stotram which has 2 kriya padas in it. So, the first half is asking her to be benevolent, to be pleased with oneself. And the next key idea is Mam Pratidinam Alokaya. Look at me, gaze upon me every single day. Be pleased, Prasida, and gaze upon me every day. There are 2 key ideas. And for Prasida, of course, there are going to be more sambodhanas. O goddess, be pleased, Prasida. So, Devi Prasida, Jagadishwari Prasida, Lokamataha Prasida. All of these are Sambodhana padas. O goddess, Jagat Ishwari, O ruler of creation. Lokamataha, O mother of the world. Kalyana Gatri. Gatra is the form. Kalyana Gatri is one of an auspicious form. Kamala Ikshana Jeevanathe. Kanchanji, you asked about Akshi, Ikshana, Chakshu. I did some research. I found something. So, Akshi comes from the root sound Ash. Ashnute Anaya. Vishayan iti Akshi. So, which grasps, that instrument with which you grasp or see objects is Akshi. So, that is the limb. Ikshana is from the same, but it is the process of seeing. Kamala Ikshana is that the gaze itself. So, the one who has such a gaze. So, Akshi is the apparatus. It refers to the instrument. And Ikshana is the sight. You got it, right? And Chakshu is vision. This one, it comes from a completely different root sound. I don't know if it's a coincidence or not. But both of the before ones, Akshi and Iksha, comes from the Ash dhatu with different other suffixes. And Ashnute Vishayan iti Akshi. And from the same word comes Ikshana. Iksha Darshane is the root sound, is the definition. But Chakshu, which has the meanings like sight, looking, vision, comes from a different root sound, which is Chaksha. Chaksha Karane is the etymological definition. So, Kamala Ikshana Jeevanathe is Kamala Ikshana Jeevanathe is Jiva is life, Natha is ruler in one sense, partner in one way. Jeevanatha is one's life partner. of Kamala Ikshana, the one who has a lotus-like gaze, who is Lord Vishnu. And Kamalekshana Jivanathe is in addressal of the goddess, asking her to prasida, to be pleased. And the next key idea, one more key idea which is being conveyed is, be pleased like that and then look at me every single day. The only shloka with two key phrases. And look at me, what kind of a me is that? Sharanagatam, the one who has, Agatam is the one who has arrived, who has come. Sharanagatam, who has arrived seeking your refuge at your Sharana. So Sharanagatam Mam Pratidinam Alokaya. And also Daridrya Bhiti Hridayam. Bhiti is fear. Bhita is one who is afraid. Daridrya Bhita is the one who is afraid of Daridrata or Daridrya. So Daridrya is a very interesting word to choose because it's not really poverty. Daridrya is not poverty, it's inadequacy. So it doesn't depend on how much you have already, it's how you feel about it. So you can feel inadequate whatever you have, whatever you don't have. Inadequateness has nothing to do with the actual amount of whatever is present. So Daridrya Bhiti is the feeling of inadequacy in the heart, Hridayam. So the one who has that feeling, that fear, Bhiti of inadequacy in one's heart, Daridrya Bhiti Hridayam. With what should she see? Sadayaihi apangaihi. Apanga, with those glances. Sadayaihi, with those compassionate glances. Daya is compassion. Sadaya, with compassion. With those compassionate glances. Mam pratidinam alokaya. Clear? So, any questions? Yes. See, so that lochana, look dhatu, right? So what is the root sound? Look. Even in Sanskrit it is la uk. So in English it is look, to see. In Sanskrit also the look dhatu lochane comes from that. Ava has the prefix of downwards. Avalokaya is look down upon me. Alokaya is take me in with your sight completely. There are subtle differences in how these prefixes are put. So, does alokaya and avalokaya mean the same thing? Broadly, yes, but subtly, because the prefixes are different. Alokaya is, whatever has this a in front of it as a prefix represents completeness. Adinam. Adina paryantam is throughout the day. Dinam is the day. Adinam is throughout the day, completely. So, in a similar sense, alokaya is take me in completely. Avalokaya has the sense of downwardsness. Ava is almost a physical placement kind of a thing. Ava is downwards. Avalokaya is gaze down upon me. So that subtle differences there are. Here it is alokaya. Good question though. Who asked? First time I'm hearing the voice. Archana ji. Oh, namaskar. Yes, let's go on to the next shloka. Any other questions here?